Hey everybody, welcome back to Blue Collar Whiskey Drinkers. I'm Robbie.
And I'm Cody.
So tonight we have a special episode for you guys. This is something Cody and I have been talking about. We're actually going to be calling this episode the Blind Old Fashioned Face Off. So we have three whiskeys that we've already reviewed, and all three of these whiskeys scored 4.6 across the board with an old fashioned. Tonight we got Russell 10-year,
Yep.
High West American Prairie Bourbon,
Yep.
and one of our go-tos, Legent.
Stands out, yeah.
Go ahead.
These three whiskeys are actually some of our highest scoring whiskeys in a very popular category for the blue collar whiskey drinker podcast category, which is the 3.3 category, which we have a lot of whiskeys in that category now. Yeah. These three are the highest rated old fashions, not only out of all the whiskeys we've done, out of this category as well, right, Robbie?
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. Actually, there was one other one, which was a rye, so not a bourbon, but
yeah,
that one was really high too. But for the bourbon in this category, yeah.
Yeah, so something I even just noticed looking at the bottles was, so Russell 10 years of 45% alcohol, and then you got American Prairie by High West, which is 46% alcohol, and then you got Legent 47% alcohol, which I just was looking at that. I was like, oh, that's funny. It's they're all going up just 1%.
Yeah.
So something to point out, since our our first episode with Legent, it is a new bottle nowadays. I still have the old bottle on our shelf. We're not going to open it just because it's a classic bottle. I want to share this bottle with you guys real quick. So here's the new label. Something to point out is the faces on the brush. I didn't notice that with the older bottle. I do have to go back and look and see if it's on there, but with this new label, it sticks out more.
Yeah, it sticks out more for sure. Yeah.
Personally, Cody and I, or I'll say I like the old bottle look better, but this isn't a bad bottle because it does make that brush look stick out. If you haven't had a chance to listen to our first episode, or even grab yourself a bottle of Legent, I recommend listening to that episode, or even just go grab yourself a bottle and let us know what you think. This is a highly rated whiskey for blue collar whiskey drinkers.
Yeah, and it's funny, our American Prairie is our second episode, so you don't have to go far to get to listen to those two episodes. We did those in the beginning, and then Russell's actually one of our recent ones. I think it was like 31. So episode 31. But yeah, all three are really good bourbons. But they all scored 4.6 on the old fashioned. So we're doing an old fashioned blind tasting today. And so we won't know which one we're doing. So they're going to be numbered, which Kelsey did it for me and Michaela did it for Robbie. So we have no idea, and we won't know till the end what these whiskeys are. And we're going to kind of score them as we go, but starting with 1, 2, 3, obviously. But I'm excited, dude. I'm like,
yeah, I'm super pumped. You want to tell everybody the scores on Legent that we originally gave it, just not for the old fashioned, but overall, and we'll kind of go through all the whiskeys tonight.
I don't have that one on my sheet. So.
Oh, okay. I could start off with Legent then. So Legent, this is again in our 3.3 category. It's aged 5 to 7 years out of Claremont, Kentucky. It is a bourbon. It's about $40. Still, that's about what I grabbed it for. It's 47% alcohol. So for neat, we scored it a 4.2, on the rocks a 4.5, Coke 4.6, and old fashioned 4.6. We gave it an overall of 4.5. Very good whiskey. Again, this is this is a collab between one of the best distillers in Japan and one of the best distillers in Kentucky. So very, very cool bottle. We'd recommend still to this day to go grab yourself one.
Yeah, definitely. So High West, American Prairie is another one of those great bourbons. So we scored it neat 3.9. On the rocks, we gave it a 4. I think a 4.1.
4.2.
4.2. Okay, 4.2. Yeah. And then in Coke, we gave it a 4.3.
Yes.
And then in the Old Fashioned, we gave it a 4.6. So overall, it averaged out to a 4.3. So pretty solid score.
Great score
on that one.
I remember that one. It started off. I know I was scoring it a little high all episode. I think it was just because High West is one of my favorite whiskey brands. So I was being a little biased. I think I didn't mean to be, but it was just like I thought it was this. So yeah, him and I were constantly not too far off. It was just like I was a 1 or 2 points.
We were like very close for most of it.
We definitely agreed on the Old Fashioned pretty much, and Coke. Like both ways were really good. So
yeah.
All right, so for Russell 10 year, I know this is one of our newer episodes. Again, it's Russell Reserve. It's a wild turkey brand. 10 years old. So again, about $40, 45% alcohol. Neat. We gave it a 4.4 on the rocks, 4.2, Coke at 4.3, and then Old Fashioned 4.6, overall a 4.4. So this one was probably the most consistent. It didn't bounce around as much, I would say. Neither did I would say the Legent just kept getting better. Russell, gosh, it was really good on Neat. I forget how good it is, but we gave it a 4.
Yeah, we enjoyed that one Neat for sure.
And then it fell off a little bit on the rocks, and Coke, it was good again, just not as good as the Neat, and Old Fashioned was great. So I'm actually really excited for tonight. I think it's going to be a close one. So
yeah, I mean, it's funny like doing it the blind tasting. We'll see like if we still feel these are 4.6s, or not. But we're gonna find out. I mean, it's gonna be cool. I think it's gonna be close, like you said, and
let's go for number 1. Did you want to give a prediction, or did you want to hold off?
I know you want to, so if you want to
I'll do mine. I think it's going to be very close. I have a feeling, though, American Prairie, and this may be my bias, but I think that one's going to come out on top. It's just tough because Legent just makes such a good Old Fashioned. I still love it to this day.
It's been honestly, so long for me, man.
It's going to be, I think this is going to be one of our toughest episodes as far as scoring goes, trying to figure out how to score these. So
yeah, for sure. Well, we're gonna find out. Right. I think I'm kind of with you there. I think American Prairie might pull it off, but we'll see.
It's so tough, dude. All right, we'll be right back.
All right, so we're back with our Old Fashioned here. So this is number 1. No clue what it is.
Has a great smell. I wish I could figure out which one it is by the smell, but I can't.
Oh yeah, I know, right? I have no clue, bro.
Yeah, well, it smells good. Hey, cheers.
Cheers, bro.
Wow. Yeah. This is gonna be so hard.
So hard, dude. I'm trying to think right now.
I don't even know. I
have no idea. I have no idea. I kind of want to guess. I want to guess Russell, but I'm not sure.
I want to guess. I was gonna say Russell as well, but I don't know.
It might be Legent.
I think it's because Russell's the most recent one, even for me.
Yeah. But I don't know.
This is so good. Oh man, I'm really curious. All right, everybody. So you know, we're gonna go drink these. We're not gonna know the score, or not know the score. We're not gonna know what numbers belong to what whiskey, but we're gonna give our score on which one we thought was like by the best one and everything. So
Yeah.
damn. If this is the first one, this is tough. I was hoping for more clear cut. Like, maybe
I
this
know,
one isn't
right?
as good as I thought.
Yeah. Well, jeez.
Man, this is like, if I got that in a restaurant, I would go back every freaking night.
I would definitely go back. That's good. It's it doesn't have like a crazy bite.
No,
It's a nice
it mixed very, very well. You could tell you're drinking a bourbon. It's just
yeah.
no bite.
Yeah, no crazy bite.
No, the bitters don't come powering through. The simple syrup doesn't power through. It just
No.
mixed so well.
I don't think we're gonna leave. I don't think I don't think we're gonna leave any behind.
No,
We're thinking about trying to leave like maybe like a couple swigs and put it in the freezer and then just wait and try them all kind of like closer together.
yeah, well,
But I don't
I'm
think
already almost done with mine, so
yeah,
this is too good.
not gonna happen.
Anyways, so got some news. Going back, I guess this is more for everybody out there. I'm going back to my old job. Didn't really like the desk life. Everybody was there. There was great. I enjoyed working with everybody. I just personally realized desk job isn't made, like I'm not made for a desk job. So heading back to the police department, gonna be doing security for a little while I get my firefighting stuff figured out and taken care of. So
Yeah, dude. Yeah, well, at least you didn't wait too long. Sometimes people wait and draw things out. You kind of figured it out pretty quick, and you know what?
oh yeah,
Wasn't for you, and made the change. So
I had
good
this
on you,
feeling,
man.
I had this feeling though before, like right when I accepted it and I was doing all that, I even told Michaela, I was like, I'm doing what you did last year, but now it's my turn. And she's like, well, if you know, I was like, I don't know. Like, what if I really enjoy the job? And
Yeah.
she was even like, I don't think you will, but do what you want. But,
Well, it was a little bit more pay, and you know, you had reasons. I mean, there wasn't just like so. But you know, if you can't, if you're not happy, you're not happy, and
yeah,
that's the most important thing, really. Come home at the end of the day frustrated and just over it.
oh
You know,
yeah.
Doesn't
Well,
make
you
for
even
like.
commented on it too. So
Yeah, I could tell you weren't digging it, man. Just right off the bat, I was like, ah, man.
which, you know, again, not bad working from home, but I hate being stressed at my house. That's my place. Place is in.
Yeah, I agree, man. I like both. Like I I have a good balance. Like I'm in the field and
Yeah, see,
I'm in the field, I'm out of the field, which I love my days out of the field, of course, too. I mean, but I do enjoy going in the field too. So I know eventually I'm going to be pulled back out of the field even more and more and more, but as long as I get to go in the field a little bit, you got to give me a little bit of it.
Yeah.
I think, you know,
Well, I think like you said it perfectly. You have a good balance. Like I would agree. Your balance is nice because if I was going out into the field doing something and then I was able to like work from home, a couple days a week or one day a week even, that'd be great.
yeah, I mean, you feel, I don't know what it is. I think it's like you feel more accomplished, even
Yes.
though I can accomplish a ton of things that are very important at home, which are gratifying
Yeah.
too, but not as much sometimes. Like
Yeah, I agree.
getting a hard job done and like a difficult job that would have a lot of people wouldn't have been able to do or whatever, and just having that pride of getting it done and figuring it out or whatever, I think is really fun sometimes. Uh, I don't know. It's cool to do both, but yeah, we're going
Yeah.
off on a tangent, but
No, it's good. So I finished my drink. I honestly, I this is such a good old fashioned. Um, I would almost say whatever it is probably higher than a 4.6. A little bit, just a little bit higher. So I'm curious though how the other ones taste.
are you gonna give it a score?
Um, I'll say this. Right now, definitely agree with the 4.6 rating, but it can be. I think it can be better, especially once we try the other two.
Yeah, I think this is definitely 4.6. We'll find out. I
If
think
it's higher,
if
that's the
it's
thing.
higher, I think it could be. Like you were saying, I agree there. But
The
it
other
could
ones
be
could be
it could
better.
be lower, dude.
Yeah. So
Once we have the other ones, we'll see.
I definitely think we are sticking with the 4.6 as the base. We're
Yeah.
not going to be knocking anything below. But there is a possibility a couple of these whiskeys may get bumped up a little bit higher to a 4.7, 4.8. But right now, this one, solid 4.6. I agree with the score. It's a phenomenal old fashioned, like holy crap.
Yeah.
So anyways, let's get to number 2. I'm gonna drink some water,
Yep.
cleanse my palate a little bit, take my time stirring this thing. So
Okay.
all right, everybody, we're back. We have our number 2, whatever this is, old fashioned. So smells great. So cheers.
Oh, yeah. Cheers, man. All right. Wow.
That's good.
That one's good too. That was good
I was
too.
hoping for something a little bit more clear cut. And who knows, maybe all of them just stay at 4.6.
Maybe they all fucking stay at 4.6.
None of them's leaving. They all stay.
We're not solving shit.
Wow. Great smell. Honestly, both of them had a very good smell, but they were different. Did you notice that?
Yeah, a tad.
Like I smelled this one.
I feel like this one has a little bit more umph to it. You know what I'm saying? Like a little bit more.
No, it has more of the bourbon.
Little, a
smell.
spice, a little spicier.
I think it comes through on the smell because it's mixing with the citrus just a little bit differently than the other
Yeah.
one. The other one was a little bit more, it was really good. It just was a little bit more subtle, I would think. While this one kind of comes at you a
little bit more.
A little bit more, yeah.
There's just a little at the like just a little bit of bitterness in it.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like just like a hair of like a fine bitterness, like not crazy. But you get that like on the tongue a little bit.
I'm not getting bitter. I'm getting like a spice. I don't know if
Yeah.
I'd say it was bitter.
Not bitter, but sour.
No,
Not sour. You know what I mean, though.
it's a spice. Yeah, there's something. It sits right on the back of your tongue. I know what you're talking about. I just wouldn't describe it as bitter or sour.
Yeah.
I don't know what I would describe it as though, so I wouldn't listen.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's good.
I'll say the difference between the two. The other one I could almost just drink back to back to back. It is so good.
Yeah.
This one's so good that you just want to sip on it. This is like the sipping old fashioned.
Yeah, this one is more of a slower pace.
Yeah.
One for sure. Even though I'm drinking it quick. I've been drinking a little bit fast too because it's just I'm trying to taste it and
No, yeah.
dissect it.
I'm drinking mine pretty quick. I'm just thinking about
But
it.
no,
All the flavors.
I totally-
think this is more of a subtle, whatever this one is. So Michaela and I and Emily and Colin are going to the cabin tomorrow night. It's going to be perfect for a cabin. Just
Oh, nice.
sitting out there. I'm going to pour myself one of these bad boys,
Mm.
whatever this is. Whoever you are.
Wait, hold on. We got a third one, so you might be taking that one.
Well, there's only one I could really take actually, and that's Legent, since that's the newest bottle.
Yeah.
The other two, American Prairie, I'll probably have enough for 2 more old fashions after this, or 2 more drinks.
Oh, really? You're almost that done.
Yeah, maybe 3, and then
Yeah,
Russell.
they switched. They switched
third
their
there.
label.
Who?
American Prairie. The label's different now.
You gotta show me your bottle.
It's the same old one. I haven't gotten the new. I've seen the new logo, but I didn't get the one I bought. It was cheaper at another place that I went to, so I got it there.
Something I noticed. Mine's from this year though.
So is mine.
But you said they have a newer one.
They have a new
New label?
label. Yeah, it
Interesting.
just like remember that I sent you on Instagram.
Oh, you may have.
Yeah.
Well, you did send this to me.
Yeah.
Which I kind of like that label.
Yeah, I like that label. I think it's
I even like the double rye with the doors.
I like that too.
Sick.
Yeah, it's a good. They did a good job on this. Yeah, I mean, this old fashioned is great. I mean, more I sip it, the more I'm like, all right, it's good, it's good. I don't know if I like the other one more. I might like the other one more, but it's hard.
I would almost.
That other one was just so good.
Yes, so I would say the other one's any occasion. It is literally any occasion. It is so good. This one is good, but it almost, like I said, deserves that occasion where you're just going to sit there and sip on it for a minute.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
But it's crazy because it's not like, God dang, they're just so good. And honestly, as this one sits, it's getting better.
Yeah.
Are you wanting to give predictions on which one's which? I was wanting to go with Russell on the first one, but I kind of want to go to Legent on that one.
I think it's Legent too.
This one may be Russell, but I don't know. I kind of want to stick with my guns on the first one, but that one may be Russell and this one's Legent.
I think this one might be Prairie.
Let me see.
Let me see. Hold on.
Fuck, it could be.
I think it might be. I don't know why. I just have a feeling.
So
I feel like the first one is Legent for some reason, and I feel like the second this one, I'm gonna take a guess. I think it's Prairie.
Prairie. Okay. I'm gonna stick with my guns on the first one. I'm gonna do Russell. I don't know on this one yet.
I bet you $100 I'm completely wrong.
I don't know
just
on
kind
this
of
one
I don't
yet.
know. I have no idea. I'm just like throwing out what I kind of just feel. I don't know.
I'm really thinking.
I use the high West class just because.
Damn it. This is probably Prairie, but I'm gonna say Legent. I bet that it's so hard. I think it's Prairie, but I'm gonna go with Legent.
Fuck, it could be Russell.
I know. I'm sticking with the first one as Russell.
I'm going with first one is Prairie and the second one is or the first one Legent, second one Prairie.
Alrighty.
All right.
Well, again, everybody, sticking at 4.6 with both of these. They're both really good. I don't know which one's better at this point. Maybe the first one.
I would give the first one the first one a nudge.
Yeah.
Just a smidge.
So we got one more whiskey sitting out there for us to try. Let's go make that, and let's figure out which makes the best old fashioned.
Hey, and everybody, if please go get your own bottles and do this yourselves one day. You know, find out what if you're an old fashioned fan, and listen to the podcast and you know, get these 3 whiskeys because these are really great whiskeys anyways, and they're not that expensive. You know, and they're great. They're great ones to have on the shelves anyways. So like when your buddies come over, you know, that's a great time to bring them out, or a family member or whatever. That's a great time to bring them out.
All 3 of these are great gifts as well.
Yeah.
You're not going to break the bank at $40. That was one thing we kind of Legent.
Yeah. Legent.
Russell 10-year. It's a 10-year-old whiskey, so it seems like it's going to be stupid expensive, probably like an $80 bottle.
$40.
So definitely go grab yourself a bottle.
Like everything's been going up. I know Legent's gone up. It's even gone up for me now over here. It used to be 37, but now it's 42. Like across the board.
See, mine was $40.99. So wow, I'm finally below you on alcohol now.
And I mean, American Prairie is $32.99 for me.
$36.99 for me.
Okay, so $32.99 for me, but after taxes, and we average yours out, it's like a $35. So it's in the category. So then we have, you know, Russell, which is, what was yours, 40? Mine was 40. Mine was 40.
Yeah, it was 40. It was like 49 for me.
49. Mine was 40.99. Like, so 41.
Yeah.
Right. Plus tax. So
all of these are right there in the same price range.
Yeah.
So,
but if American Prairie is the cheapest.
American Prairie is the cheapest, and it's holding its own against these.
Well, it's also the cheapest, and well, it's blended. It's a blended bourbon, so it's not. It's blended with other bourbons too.
Yeah. So.
But it's aged a lot less too. It's only like a 2-year plus.
Yeah, so
age.
it's a 2-year, and then with Legent you got the 5 to 7 year, and then with this one you got
10 year.
So they're perfectly right in the middle. They're even 1% off on the alcohol percentage. Everything else, it's pretty crazy. They're in the same category though. So.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, let's go get number 3. All right, we're back with number 3, old fashioned blind tasting. We are so excited. I am just really pumped about this, man. It's been fun.
Well, cheers to the last one tonight.
Yeah, cheers to the last one. Which one's gonna win? Okay.
Wow.
Oh, what is this? I'm really confused, really. Are you?
Yeah. I'm getting a bite.
I'm
It's
gonna bite.
good.
It's good, but I don't know what it is. I'm like, I don't even remember this one, man.
Oh my gosh. That third sip though. Something about those first two was like there was a bite, and then that third one was like, hey, I'm here. Something good. I don't know. It's interesting, man.
Interesting. Yeah.
You don't think you're gonna get that through the smell. The smell almost smells like the second one. There's not much to it, like as far
No.
as much more, as far as the bite goes.
Huh.
Wow. And I had a really good citrus smell. It's actually whatever it is has actually overpowered the citrus, but it's similar to
Yeah.
the last one.
Hmm.
Oh wow. This is interesting, dude. I don't know how to lean.
I already know where I'm at. I like number one,
Okay. I'll
but
say this. I think I like one, then three. Um,
I gotta keep drinking this one to figure that out.
but with
It's
this one,
close.
well, with all three of these, it like hits a different point. So the first one was like, it's good anytime. I'm gonna enjoy it whenever. The second one was nice, slow, methodic, like you could sip on it. This one, I don't know if I want to sip on it or drink it fast.
Yeah, yeah. When I sip on it too, I'm trying to figure it out. And I just don't. I can't figure it out.
See, and that's a problem. But then I like try to want to drink it fast, and it's like I want to
Mhm.
sip on it. So
Like it's good, but it's not like there is just something different about it. So I'm like really trying to. And my brain's struggling with it. I don't know if
we
you
may
get.
we may be having like our brains are just like fried with the three different ones.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I'll say this after sipping on this one, I really enjoy it though. Number one, whatever it is I would almost say 4.8, maybe 4.7. So
Yeah. I agree.
um the other two though, two and three, I'm kind of struggling with.
I think, man.
I want to go higher with the third one, but at the same time, there's things I really enjoy about this.
I think. I think number two is at 4.6,
Mhm.
and I think number three is a 4.5. In my opinion, I think it's
Really?
just a little. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I think it's not as good as 6 by a smidge. I don't know.
The second one.
The second.
See, and I'm like opposite with you on this. I'm really getting I like this one a little bit more.
Okay.
I don't
So
know what
you,
it is. I kind of like the bite.
yeah, I like the bite, but then there's something in it. It kind of reminds me of like a malt or like
The malt.
not like a single malt.
Hmm. I get what you're
Um,
saying.
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of that, just a little bit. Like if you were to make an old fashioned with a scotch or something.
Hmm.
For
Yeah.
American, it just kind of reminds me of that, just a little bit. I get a little bit of like a smoky, or like a little bit of a peaty, maybe. You get what I'm saying? Through the old fashioned, just a tad, not like a lot, but it's barely noticeable.
I would say definitely like a smoky, definitely a smokiness.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
not yeah, not peated. I would be curious about a peated though, old fashioned. I love scotch. I love peated scotch.
Scotch, dude. I think we might enjoy that.
I think it'd be really good. Okay. 4.8, number one. I honestly, for me personally, I gotta go 4.8, just a tad higher than number two with this one, like a 4.7, but a high 4.6, a low 4.7. So, and then the other one's just such a strong 4.6.
You think it's a 4.8 or a 4.7? The first one.
4.8.
You do.
Yeah, I think that one, with how smooth and enjoyable that one was, I think it deserves to go up. Whichever one that is.
I was thinking 4.7, and then whatever number two in my mind was number two at a 4.6, and then this one I felt like I don't know if it met the 4.6. I don't know if it got there.
So you want to kick this one out of the 4.6 range?
Yeah, like I'm like almost like it might not even be at that level, but
see, that's where I'm thinking 4.8, 4.7, 4.6. But then again, I'm at a different level with number three than you. Number three is my 4.7.
yeah, no, 4.7. I think we've done well. I could I could bring it down to 4.6. What do you think?
Okay, so we got number one. We're gonna settle 4.8, right? It's gonna be our first 4.8.
You think we should go that high?
Yes.
Okay.
I think that one is really setting the standard. It is not perfect, but it's damn near close.
Yeah.
Number two,
Okay.
I think is a solid 4.6 on the verge of a 4.7. It is so good.
Okay.
For number three for me though is a 4.7, 4.5 for you, so we settle at 4.6.
Okay.
Because I enjoy this smokiness aspect.
Yeah.
I legit enjoy this better than number two. But see, number two was so good. I think it was a high 4.6, almost a 4.7. It wasn't like it was leaps and bounds above number two. I enjoyed it a little bit more.
I think yeah, man, it's close. It really is. Between 3 and 2.
See, I think two settled.
And that's just our profile. Like you might like. It's just we have a little bit of different profile, so we're kind of like right.
So
on
that's
that
what I'm
edge.
saying. Let's keep it at 4.6. But with even with number two, we both enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Like, that one's such a solid whiskey, and I was on the verge of a 4.7 with that. Like it's just right there. But if I'm gonna rate 2 and 3 next to each other, I personally think 3 is just that little hair better. While you're the opposite, of course, but this one's, or number 2 is just so good. They're all good. They're all good in their own right.
How about this? We'll keep number 4 or number 2 and number 3 at 4.6.
Yes.
Okay, so they stay the same.
All right.
But there is a winner. Everybody,
Kelsey.
There is a freaking winner.
Call her in. Michaela's asleep. She's in bed. I can't. You need to go.
She ain't gonna come on the show. So we'll reconvene, and we will bring everybody back to what is what, and we will.
Okay, but
come back.
She has to come up here and talk to both of us at the same time. She doesn't have to be on the show.
Okay.
She has to talk to both of us.
Okay. All right.
All right.
I'll bring her up. All right. We'll be right back.
Right back. We're back. We got what's what. We got a lot to tell you. So, number one, Russell 10-year.
Russell 10-year was the best old fashioned in our opinion.
Yes. And actually, we got a third opinion. Kelsey did try the old fashions, all three of them as well.
No, she didn't try them old fashioned. She just drank them neat.
Oh, drink them neat. Oh,
yeah.
I thought I misunderstood.
No,
Sorry.
No.
So,
because there was a little bit left in each glass she poured, so she tried each one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So number one was Russell 10-year, and that's our number one.
Yeah.
Old fashioned. It is going to be our gold standard moving forward when it comes to old fashions. Russell 10-year.
Yeah.
Number two, you want to give
Legent, which I liked that one more than 3.
And I like 3, which was High West American Prairie, just a tad more. We both agreed though. Legent stays. It is such a solid whiskey. I enjoyed it. That is going to be my sipping old fashioned, and I kind of predicted it, which is cool. Tomorrow night, I'm going to be out of cabin. I'm going to be sipping on that thing.
Legent
old fashioned tomorrow night, so I'm excited. Nice.
Yeah, man. Robbie got them all right, which is pretty cool.
Only reason was I stuck with my guns. I was wanting to switch like you, because at first we both were like, oh, maybe this one, the first one was Russell, but then once we started to try them, I almost switched with you. I was like, damn it, I think this one's gonna be Legent. So yeah, I was this close to switching with them, but I was like, no, I'm gonna stick with my guns. But.
Yeah, I just was like, I just felt like number one was Legent. I don't know why, I just did. But it makes sense though, because Legent has more of a bite. And so too, I was like, oh, there's more of a bite here. There's more of a remember?
Yeah.
So, Russell is such a smooth whiskey. It's such a
even as a neat was a 4.4.
Yeah. It's a great sipping whiskey. Neat. We gave it that's a high neat score. We gave it a 4.2, which is really, high. I don't think Prairie didn't get even close to that, and Legent didn't.
Prairie was 3.9.
Legent didn't get close to that. So as far as a sipping whiskey, Russell's better.
Oh, Russell's
in the blue collar whiskey.
Yeah. I would say the only thing Legent really truly beats it out on is Coke. I remember that Russell Coke. It was good. It just wasn't. I know it wasn't up to the standard of Legent.
Yeah.
But like Cody was saying,
on the rocks, on the rocks with Legent is better than all 3.
Yes, I agree.
Freaking phenomenal.
So those 2 ways, definitely Legent with the rocks and Coke definitely went out. But neat. God, such a good sipping whiskey, 4.4. And then, gosh, we got to change the score from a 4.6.
I'm so stoked. I'm so happy that we have determined the winner of this category, the best old fashioned that we've reviewed on the show so far.
Okay, so I know we
got a fuck ton of whiskeys to do, but as far as bourbons go, Russell's the best. We're not comparing him to the rye. We've done a few ryes.
Rye's going to be its own thing, even though
rye's going to be its own kind of category.
Just like with Irish whiskey and Scotch.
Because I would say I probably enjoy the rye 1776 more than this, but it's a different. It's right.
Which I will say this one thing maybe we do in the future. once we get more ryes under our belt and determine the best rye whiskey within that category, one
We'll
thing
do
we
that.
could do,
We'll do this.
1776, if it wins, which I think it will, versus this. I have a feeling though 1776 is going to win. I really prefer the rye old fashioned. Gosh, that one really sticks out to me.
Yeah.
But we got to compare bourbons here. So
Exactly.
anyway, Russell 10-year. I know we talked about it right before we asked Kelsey which one's which. Do you want to give it a 4.8 or settle at a 4.7? Since the other two are staying still.
I think it's a 4.7.
Okay. That's what I was
I
kind
don't
of thinking.
I don't think it was like 2 points better than those two.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Even
But
though
I definitely thought it was better. Like just as like when we drank it, we like I just felt it just felt
we
so
were
good.
comparing it to number one. We kept comparing both the next two to number one. Number three for me was personally better than number two, just a hair. But both of those for me were just so close. Cody was just the opposite. So
Yeah.
number two, I would almost say is the number two one. That's the one we agree on a little bit more. So
Yeah.
I would say Legent is the number two old fashioned. With American Prairie coming in third. And for
what's funny? It kind of fits the price and the alcohol. What am I gonna say here? The price and the age of the whiskeys. So like Russell's 10 years.
Yeah.
Then you got Legent, it's at 5 to 7, and then you got Prairie, which is the cheapest, which it should be because it's only like a 2-year plus whiskey aged. So for that age, Prairie's doing really well. It's freaking great.
Age up your damn whiskey, and you're up there with Russell, if not better.
I don't know. I know they blend their
yeah, I don't
bourbons.
think. I think it's. He told us it's a minimum of 2 years with the blended, but it's 2 years plus because there's some whiskeys that are higher,
just a little higher.
More,
there's
and
none
some that are below 2.
I don't think there's
none
over 4. So
I think I can't remember what he said. I thought he said over like 5 or 6 because he said it's definitely 2 plus, but majority of their stuff they get is probably in the 2 to 4 range. But they do have stuff that's a little bit higher. Age. But anyways, that's splitting hairs. Hey, Russell 10-year won.
Dude, that's cool, man. That was my birthday. That was my birthday pick. That whiskey I really fucking enjoyed for a while. And I've been wanting Robbie. I remember telling Robbie about it. And I was like, I want to try this Russell 10-year. Russell 10-year, man. Come on. And I got it in my second. I'm a Flaviar member, and I got it in my second package. You get your tasters and you get your bottle. That was my second one, and I was like, God, I love this whiskey. And ever since I got it, I was like, I just wanted Robbie to try it. And we did it for my birthday pick this year, so it was pretty cool.
Yeah. No, Russell 10-year. Honestly, after doing this again, looking back at the score, I really want to go back and get another bottle of it. It's such a good bottle.
So good.
That one.
Their single barrel. I have their single barrel too. The single barrel, higher proof. That one's great. Super good too.
Yeah.
Another one.
Legent is always good. I enjoy that one a lot. American Prairie, I enjoy you. you're definitely more of an old fashioned. The other ways are good. I would definitely say it's weakest, like we reviewed neat, which is unfortunate for me because I really enjoy drinking whiskeys neat. But yeah, hey, great episode.
Hey, this
It's
is
been
fun.
a great time. I enjoyed it.
I like
Ev-
the blind not knowing, dude. Like I think it's
it makes you really think.
yeah, and it was just fun, like, just trying to decipher what's what, and
Yeah.
you fucking did great. I was like, yeah.
I just stuck with my guns. I was this close to being with you, dude. It was
Dude,
just
I
like,
was so like, I don't know, man. It's just it was fun. So, anyways,
um,
um,
yeah. Well, with that all being said, everybody, thank you for listening. Please go grab yourself some bottles of the Russell 10-year. You got American Prairie by High West, and then Legent. Go grab yourself a bottle of each of those, one of each. Try it with friends. Let us know what you think is your favorite old fashioned or even favorite whiskey out of those three.
yeah.
But this was fun to do. I enjoyed, like Cody was saying, the blind taste test. I definitely recommend trying it out with a group of buddies and just seeing what they think about, doing something blind like that. I think it's fun. So
Yeah, we'll be doing more these blind tastes for sure in the future, and yeah, uh, like Robbie said, go check it out, buy some of these bottles, and let us know what you think, because it's just it's a fun experience, really. Enjoy
it is.
yourselves, have fun doing it, and you know, be responsible, all those good things, and
Yeah.
good
And
vibes,
cheers.
everybody. And cheers. I got like
I don't have much.
I got a
I
little
got
sip,
water.
but cheers everybody, and we'll catch you on the next episode.